Let me just say this to my straight brothers. Look, you don't want to be no alpha male.
I want what you white hoes get, and I want it today, ASAP, not tomorrow.
A motherfucker just supposed to take and accept whatever the fuck you say, because I'm a black woman. Bitch, shut up. The fuck out of here.
What black community? It's a black environment with black women and black children in it.
Hey, you know what? Let me hit that.
Really?
I can handle it.
I am certain that you cannot.
Oh, come on. I smoked a ton of weed in the 90s.
Right, the 90s.
Rage on that beat, going crazy.
Snow bunnies.
Water.
Women love my skis. Yes, it's magic, it's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven.
I beg your pardon? What is good? What is good? Welcome to the show. Appreciate you guys being here. Got a couple things to talk about today. Funny day. Funny day. A couple of guys did a podcast. There are a couple of guys over in Britain, some British black guys, some blokes. They have a pretty popular podcast over there called Shxtsngigs. They got into some trouble with the Queens recently. And then also you got Umar Johnson. Well, not really anything from Umar Johnson. He's just like the spirit haunting today's show. But I think the first thing I want to talk about is Rep Nancy Grace. Let me share something with you guys real quickly here. Actually, you know what? Give me just a second. I gotta take this call.
Women love my ski. Yes, it's magic, it's a blessing. When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. That's my destination. Nose running snow bunnies in segregation. With no slave ships,
Not racist.
PlayStations. Young camel toe is black Caucasian. Snow bunnies hopping on my carrot stick.
Oh my God.
Blasting off like spaceships. Extra basic. With the facelift. And some fat tits. And some duck lips. I ain't playing. Women love my ski. Yes, it's magic, it's a blessing.
Amen.
When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Women love my ski. Yes, it's magic, it's a blessing.
Amen.
When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven. Bethany, Stephanie, Heffany, heaven. Molly, Holly, oh golly, heaven. Becky, Betty, Wetty, heaven. Ski on your tummy, snow bunny heaven. Yummy in heaven. Snow bunnies in heaven. 2 billion snow bunnies. 2 billion camels.
We're back. I had to leave you guys with the Snow Bunny Heaven interlude. Had to do it. Had to take a phone call. My apologies. We are back. Like I said, a lot of interracial drama going down as of late. Michael Eric Dyson. A lot of you guys may be familiar with the hip hop professor. He got himself blown up. He got put on the spot. Pretty hard body yesterday. It was really great. It was good. I'm gonna actually take you to a BCP, Black Conservative Perspective. His introduction is actually a lot better. I want to use his intro for this.
I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together, and sent me a kissy emoji.
That's the history and legacy of white disregard.
Now, it is officially a matter of the congressional public record that a prominent pro-black professor is chasing white cheeks, y'all. It is officially in the congressional record. 1,000 years from now, when we look back at the beginning of our republic, we can laugh at this nigga still. We can still point and laugh at this nigga. In 1,000 years, this will still be in the congressional record. Nigga try and go to Snow Bunny heaven.
Regard for the humanity of black people.
Oh, so now you're calling me racist.
I didn't say. I just said you weren't a
BS.
racist.
That is complete.
No, you don't have to intend racism to
No. You are
accomplish it.
intending that
Your
I'm
disrespect
racist,
of Kamala
and
Harris
that
is part and parcel of a
and
tradition
it's
of
wrong.
disrespect.
It's offensive,
Congresswoman,
and it's
why can't you just?
offensive.
I'm not calling you a racist. I'm
No,
telling
you are.
you what the
You are.
practice is.
You
racist.
are. You absolutely
I'm
are.
saying the practice is racist.
Let me get
Disrespecting. No, what's disgusting
That
is
is
your
disgusting.
Now, Eric Dyson, Professor Michael Eric Dyson, he seems to know what a lot of bunny chasers have found out over the years. Ain't nothing wet as a racist box, bro. I gotta tell you, that racist box, the viscosity that racism allows for, oh my God. Oh my God, the viscosity of a racist box. Hallelujah.
Disrespect of her.
Professor,
This gentleman said,
you know what?
I didn't know her name. He's
to
trying
women
to do
is
it.
her disrespect of women. She doesn't know what a woman is. And if 25 years ago,
White women don't have the ability to tell black women who paid the price of blood to make this country what it is, to tell them they're not real women.
25
They
years
care
ago,
for your babies
25 years
and
ago,
respected
I
your
became
humanity.
the first woman to graduate from the Citadel, the military.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We got to talk about this pretty wild congressional hearing on
Michael trying to get him some of that racist box, y'all. Michael Eric Dyson is not, he ain't too proud to beg for the racist box. He gonna do it in secret though, because he don't want the queens to know what he's up to, right? And he's devoted to the queens, y'all. Let me explain, let me share with you some of his devotion to the queens, all right? Because he don't want them to know he wants to die in Snow Bunny heaven. He don't want to even die and go to heaven. He's like, no, I want to get to Snow Bunny heaven, die there, and then just wake up and do that shit. He also loves black queens, though.
Just a love note for black women this morning, for little girls, for aunties, for grandmothers, for wives, for partners, for lovers, for teachers, ditch diggers, engineers, around the way girls, to presidential candidates. We black men who have too often failed you, who have too often not said the right thing at the right time, who have been vulnerable to the claim that we have forgotten what you have done for us, the magnificence of your service.
This is like a 5-minute fellatio love letter to black women. If black women had like a hyena penis, he would be blowing it right now until that vein in his forehead popped out. Yeah, the female hyenas have a pseudo penis. Look it up.
To our people, the beauty and power of your spirit at times when we flagged. We remember all the remarkable things you have done and beg your forgiveness for us not standing up for you when times were tough or when no one else was in the room to defend you, to assert the legitimacy and validity of your personhood. Please forgive us. But no more will that occur. And so the other night, Keith Boykin and I were on CNN trying to be respectful to the Congresswoman who insisted upon mispronouncing Kamala Harris. Do you call Melania? Do you call Ivanka? Then call Kamala. Then call Vice President Harris, Vice President Kamala Harris. And soon we pray and hope and work that you will call her President Kamala Harris. So this is a note to put on.
You know, when Barack Obama was president, and not even president, when Barack Obama was just running for office, I don't remember black women putting on their capes the way black men put on our capes. No, don't nobody cape like black men. And the problem is we do the most caping up front and get the least caping in return, right? There is very little return on our caping investment, put it that way. We just don't really see it. And that shit fucked up.
On notice anybody who would come for us, who would try to stain the reputation or besmirch the character of black women, not only the Kamala Harrises of the world, but the Shxtsngigs and the Jackies and the Renee.
You see what I mean? Look, why is it that the Shxtsngigs and the Jackies get lumped together? Why is it that the Shxtsngigs and the Jackies get lumped together?
And whoever else a black woman happens to be, and whatever else her name happens to be, we will stand tall for them. Not you unprincipled harridans, you people who assault the legitimacy of our black womanhood. More than 20 years ago, in 2003, I wrote a book called Why I Love Black Women. It wasn't a thing. It wasn't black women magic. It wasn't black boy joy. This was before there was a trend. So I've been doing this. I've been on the front line of defending black women. I have been on the front line of saying that despite our imperfections as black men, despite the ways I have personally hurt or harmed any human being who happens to be a black woman on this earth, despite all of that, what I have always understood is the principled deference to their power and their spirit, and the principled defense of their humanity in the face of unprincipled assault. And so this is just a reminder that
he uses a lot of words. Like, I felt if he would have used his male brain instead of his girl brain, he could have done this in like 30 seconds. Black women, I love you. You're awesome. You're all beautiful. I'm sorry. Good night. I'm going to die now. He could have said all of that in 30 seconds. I just did it in like 10, but I wasn't really trying to be eloquent. The nigga used way too many words, bro.
We will continue to stand as black men for black women. We will continue to have your backs. We will continue to uplift you. We will not allow a woman like Congresswoman Nancy Mace. I didn't call her Nancy Machi.
Nancy Mace? Oh, wait a minute. You got 3 baby mamas already, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, damn, I got 3 babies, but I only got 1 baby mama, man. I feel like you started hustling backwards somewhere along the game, bro. He does look like Tio. He does kind of look like somebody's Mexican uncle. You know, he's dark skinned because he was out in the fields cutting agave all his life. It's Tio Dyson. It's mi Tio Dyson.
I didn't call her out of her name. I insisted that she was a wonderful woman. She proved otherwise in her behavior. And then she immediately, in a reactionary fashion, suggested, "Oh, you're calling me a racist." I did not.
Now, you dropped this video and then you jumped into her DMs. Wait, did you slide into her DMs after you dropped the black woman apology video? Or did you just slide into the DMs and then you thought about it and was like, damn, I should apologize to black women? I'm curious about the sequence of events. Not that it matters much, but I'm just curious. What came first? Because that nigga electric slide, he did the electric slide into her DMs. Nigga jumped in Nancy DMs like, "Hey girl, I noticed you noticing me." A nigga tried to slide into her DMs on some 1980s shit. "Hey baby, we sure look good together." Ah! Let me give you some of this light-skinned white chocolate.
But if who the cap fit, wear it. If that's what you pretend not to be, then don't do it. Racists are who racists do. So the reality is, my sister Nancy Mace, that you must come to an understanding that you don't get the right.
Damn, 3 ex-wives, and you was a one and done with 3 different black women? That's crazy. I would think the problem was you if that wasn't such a common thing with black women. You know, this is a little bit of a sidebar, but I do believe with a lot of women that they practice a sort of nesting behavior, meaning when they want children and family and all that, they'll, do all the things to make that happen, right? But then when they're comfortable in their nest, once they've nested, all the building and acquisition of nesting, once they've gotten to that zone of I've accomplished nesting, they don't always want the man in the nest. It's a weird thing that happens with women after they have children. It's like, my nest is full. You can get the fuck out now. Thank you for all of your help. I wonder if that happened to Mr. Dyson. I wonder if he was just the final chapter in a woman's nesting cycle 3 times over. That's crazy.
To call women what you want to call them, especially as a white woman. Do you not understand the history of white supremacy, where white women were able to call black women anything they wanted to, not to have to know their names? So Becky, Barbie, Karen, please understand that we will no longer silently be complicit in the erosion of the integrity, in the assault upon the beauty of our sisters. We love all the women of the world, but on this day, we unapologetically uplift the virtue, the vitality, the viability, and especially the visibility of black women. Let me show you what I'll do to protect this. Shoot at you people like movie directors. Love you, black women. Just do.
He did all of that. He did all of that. All those words, bruh. All those words just to slide up in Nancy's DM at the same damn time, bro. That nigga think he a Mac.
A lady from South Carolina, Miss Mace.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My colleagues across the aisle said that those that cannot pronounce Kamala's name correctly are elementary age children. I would like to enter into the record an article by Newsweek saying Bill Clinton pronounces Kamala Harris' name wrong during DNC speech. Bill Clinton, along with Al Sharpton, rapper Lil Jon. Let's not forget that Joe Biden can't say her name right. Neither can Supreme Court Justice Sonia Sotomayor. And this morning on Morning Joe, Joan Baez called her a camel. So I don't want to hear it. It's fake outrage. I would like to also enter into the record a screenshot of a text message I received from the esteemed professor from Vanderbilt, Michael Eric Dyson, after my CNN interview, begged me for photos. In this text, he says, after calling me racist on CNN, shh, don't tell anybody, we look good together. And
as middle-aged Becky's go, she's not so bad. I will give her the bangable stamp of approval. She gets the bang stamp. I mean, Michael Eric Dyson doesn't have horrible taste in white women. I'll give him that, you know. And then when it comes to like the women in Congress, you gotta grade them on a curve because most of them are old and they haven't been pretty in quite a while, if they ever were. You feel me? So you know you have to grade the congressional women on a curve, but she definitely gets the bank stamp.
Sent me a kissy emoji.
Without
then
objection.
The guy says I'm gorgeous in all these photos. I don't think he's that bent out of shape on how anyone pronounces Kamala. And if we're going to have that standard, you got to hold it to both sides, not just one or the other.
Yeah. So here we have Michael Eric Dyson, who is one of these so-called pro-black race hustling academics, who's also.
This has been a great year for pro-blacks. One of the worst things that could have ever happened to the pro-black movement was Kamala Harris running for president. Kamala Harris running for president has exposed so many minor and major flaws in the structural foundation of pro-blackness. And it's all falling apart. It's crumbling in so many different ways and so many different levels now. It's like, bro, how do you plan on keeping this shit together, niggas? You got to tell me, how do you niggas plan on keeping this pro-black shit together? You're taking shots left and right, bro. Beef with the Africans, beef with the Haitians. Your own fucking women don't really love you. They actually want the white man, but they don't want you to try to get a white girl while you're lonely. And bro, how do you keep this team together?
Detention space available nationwide. Immigration and Customs Enforcement's funding for detention has steadily been cut and private detention eliminated. The fact that so many illegal aliens are being released into the United States spread worldwide very quickly. As this happened, the numbers the Border Patrol encountered illegally crossing the border increased exponentially. The impact to me and my agents were significant. Sectors were ordered to take in and process all the illegal aliens encountered on the border. The Border Patrol saw groups of hundreds and thousands coming into the United States and turning themselves in.
You know, the open borders thing also is it's attacking pro-blackness, right? It's hard to be pro-black in the face of waves and waves of competing ethnicities. Let's put it that way, right? Groups come over here who have no love, no care, no loyalty to your black thing. And the more of them that come here, the less social or political power black people will be able to exercise, right? And so we're reaching critical mass. It's becoming unavoidable. So even pro-blackness can't stand strong in the face of unlimited immigration, because even if all of those immigrants were just Africans, they're still not like us. And it would get really cringe really quickly. And we would all regret welcoming all these Africans over here. But we got to wait and find out because niggas are slow.
Exploit the situation. This is the text exchange. I sent her, Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too, and then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was two bipolar opposites. Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her and she said, great pick. And I said, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face. And my point was, shh, don't tell anybody, because we are bipolar opposites. You're on one side of the spectrum and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. And she said, ha, 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 ha. And I said, well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that. And a little smiley face.
Definitely shooting a shot, my nigga.
Again.
Nah, that's a shot, my nigga. That is how you slide into a bitch DMs. That is classic textbook DM sliding, bro. Don't try to professor your way out of this shit. All them big words ain't gonna save you, nigga. You wanted some white pussy. You wanted that white pussy. You was trying to die in snow bunny heaven, boy. Don't you dare lie to me now, nigga. Don't try to professor your way out that shit. What that snow bunny heaven look like, my nigga?
When I die, I'ma go to snow bunny heaven. Snow bunny heaven.
Nigga was trying to get up in there.
When I die, I'ma go to snow.
Exploit the situation. This is the text exchange. I sent her, Abby Phillip, the host of the show, suggested we take pictures. I said, let's take a picture. She said, Abby said, when you post it, then tag me too, and then we'll have fun. Because the whole point was...
Yeah, he wants to have fun, though. Been divorced 3 times. But I bet it's hard trying to take shots, bro. You had to take the shot. He was like, fuck it, I may never get this opportunity again. It's hard for a man like you to take shots at women in your position because, you know, it could always look crazy. But god damn, them snow bunny cheeks, bro, they were right there. You were right at the same table with her, bro. How do you not take your shot? Bro, you gotta lose yourself in the moment. You want it, you better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Go and get you a snow bunny.
Two bipolar opposites. Michael Eric Dyson on one side, Nancy Mace on the other. So I sent her and she said, great pick. And I said, shh, don't tell anybody. We look good together, with a laughing face and a kissy face. And my point was, shh, don't tell anybody, because we are bipolar opposites. You're on one side of the spectrum and I'm on the other side of the spectrum. And she said, ha, 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 ha. And I said, well, your gorgeousness makes the photo, so there's that.
I'll tell you another thing. I will share one other thing with you. He is secretly turned on by what he considers her racism, right? And Nancy Grace isn't even a racist by any measure, as far as I know. She ain't nowhere far right in my book. But just that little brief encounter with a strong white woman, that shit excited the fuck out of you, didn't it, Doc? Her unrepentant racism gave you a little stiffy, didn't it? It's like, whoa, I suddenly feel the need to tame a white woman.
And a little smiley face. Again, I'm just saying that trying to be nice to her in the belief and the effort that if I'm nice to her and I prove that we don't have any bitter consequences from our fracas on television, that we can be relatively kind to each other, and I'm being nice to her. There's no hitting on you. I said, by the way, I've spoken twice at the Citadel. She said, oh, that's awesome, and sent 3 American flags, and I hit the exclamation point.
Yeah, she sent you that American emoji. I tell you, her racism is turning you on, bro. I know it is. You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. Let me tell you a little secret, Professor Dyson. Let me tell you a little secret. I wanted to fuck the shit out of Homelander's girlfriend, bro. I did. That little brunette Nazi bitch. I would have bent her up. I would have folded her into a little mini white pretzel. But that was just TV, and Nancy's a real woman.
She put a heart on the "Well, Your Gorgeousness Makes the Photo," so there's that. Then she removed the heart two days later because she knew she was up to some mayhem. I ain't tried to hit on this woman on no day.
All right, so put a 1 in the chat if you think Doc is lying. Put a 2 in the chat if you think he would never ever holler at a white woman. Put a 1 in the chat if you think the Doc was trying to die in Snow Bunny heaven against all the wishes of the sisterhood.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny heaven. Snow Bunny heaven.
Put a 1 in the chat if you think the Doc wants to die in Snow Bunny heaven. That nigga been living all his life in gangster's paradise, but he gonna die in Snow Bunny heaven. This the last thing he ever do. God damn it, he gonna die in motherfucking Snow Bunny heaven. Gonna die happy. Gonna die happy as hell, I'm telling you. Doc gonna be in Snow Bunny heaven. I never knew a love like this.
I got jungle fever. I'm here with my motherfucking aunt, man. Boy, look at this white woman right here. Look at her. Boy, I got jungle fever. I don't want reparations. I just want to date a white woman. I don't want reparations, ma'am.
Uh-oh. We got another one.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny heaven. Snow Bunny heaven.
His reparations just walked right up to him. I love it when the reparations just walks right up to you, by the way. Life is sometimes fun like that.
And I'm voting for Donald Trump. Fuck.
I am, me too.
Yeah, fuck Dr.
Wait, hold on.
I am too.
Wait, hold on. I can't even complain.
Fuck you, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Look.
We bunny hopping over here, nigga. Look at this bunny. Look at this snow bunny. We bunny hopping, nigga. All the way back.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny heaven. Snow Bunny heaven.
I am too. Wait, hold on. I can't even complain.
Fuck you, Dr. Umar Johnson.
Look.
We bunny hopping over here, nigga. Look at this bunny. Look at this snow bunny. We bunny hopping, nigga. All the way back to Africa.
All the way home.
All the way home.
All the way back to Africa. All the way. Look at his face, too. That's the face a black man make when he bunny hopping back to Africa. Nigga is righteous and indignant. That nigga is one drink away from shouting white power. I swear to God, that nigga is ready to go. He is on his way. One more drink, he's telling you, he's going to slam the shot glass down. Woo, white power. Watch. God damn it, that's how I get you.
Bunny hopping. Yeah, and I'm paying taxes. I pay taxes. I pay taxes proudly because I'm an American. I got jungle fever. I'm here with my motherfucking aunt, man. Boy, look at this white.
Yeah, man, that shit going around, man. That fever is going around. Now, let's keep this thing moving fast and tight. I want to talk to you about an appearance on two podcasters made an appearance on another guy's podcast, right? Let's put it that way. That's what happened, right? on this podcast, some interesting jokes were made. Some people say hurtful remarks were made. Hurtful remarks at the expense of the black women. Yes, yes. They went on a podcast and they said mean things about the black women, y'all. This is awful. It's terrible. I don't understand why they would do something like that. Like, how you niggas position yourselves to be looking like that is crazy to me. You should know better. The black woman is queen and God everywhere you go, even when you're alone in a room with the white man.
A lot of people seem to not understand me.
Science proves that the black woman is God. We're not just saying that.
And the black and Latino women, they manifested themselves out of dark matter energy. All right.
I believe the black woman is God.
Black woman, God. I don't believe God, no man. I believe God, a black woman.
The black woman is God.
But my number one subject matter is the black woman is God. That's first and foremost.
Black woman is God.
The black woman is still God.
You're God, black woman.
The black woman is God. She is the creator. She is the sustainer. She is the provider. She is the first teacher of the children. She is everything to the black race.
But don't get it wrong. I am still a white man's whore.
I want to give a shout out to my man Joey. He dropped the off hours donation late last night, the $5 Cash App. He said, take over Haiti, just respect my border and culture. Hey, man, this is how we politic. We got to make threats. Threats and politics go together, right? They threaten us, we got to threaten them back. And we're bigger and we got more shit. I'm just saying. Shout out to my man Joey with the $5 Cash App. Yesterday, we were joking about the idea of conquering Haiti for Black America as a reparations package. You know, it's a thought. It's a thought. Shout out to you, Joey.
I need that money.
And then Lex just came through with several Cash Apps, it appears. Let me go through these one at a time. Say Michael Eric Dyson isn't even black like that. Smith off. I'm not sure what Smith. I'm not sure what that last part means, but yeah, he looks like your dark skinned Mexican uncle. And then another $2 Cash App. He says, rank them: Bobert, Mace, MTG, Luna, Carrie Lake. I mean, to be fair, you probably got to put AOC up in there. And we're gonna rank all the attractive women in Congress. AOC is probably the best looking woman in Congress. Lauren Boebert, I would definitely not put her. Well, maybe at number one. I mean, number two, but yeah. AOC is pretty much the baddest bitch in Congress, which, you know, most bad bitches are liberal hoes. It is what it is. But shout out to my man Lex with the damn $9 in Cash Apps. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for that.
I need that money.
Be like Lex, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe, and smash the Cash App button while you're here, bro.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! You make Hulk angry. You not like Hulk angry. Hulk no like fighting girls.
And then lastly, shout out to Mr. O with the info. And Mr. O, plug your channel while you're in here, bro. Plug your channel. Y'all subscribe to Mr. O. Shout out to Mr. O for supporting the show. Appreciate you, bro.
Count that money, man. Count that fucking money, man. Count the money.
Now, I want to jump to the controversial bits involving the Shxtsngigs show. And don't get me wrong, I do like the name Shits and Giggles, you know, but you niggas just turned into Cucks and Jigs, all right? Cucks and Jigs. Cucks and Mags, even. Cucks and Maggles. How about that?
There's a British way to pronounce your name and an American way.
Tell me how you pronounce it.
Here, I think it would be Fuhad.
No.
They're Fuhad.
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 And what do you think Americans would pronounce it?
Yes. Yeah, like you put the Arab in it. For a reason.
I have to be respectful, bro. I have to be respectful. It's my Igbo brother right here.
I'm Yoruba, actually.
I know him as Yoruba.
He's like 50-50.
No. It was three. What is it? Yoruba, Igbo, and then Hausa. Yeah. What's the one? Who are the smart ones?
I would say Yorubas.
Yoruba. And then who are like the conniving ones?
I can't speak on that.
I can't speak on that.
Yoruba is smartest, and then that's all you need to know.
That's right. Yoruba is like, we're educated. Yeah. We're going to.
Now, this is Andrew Schultz talking about the ethnicities in Nigerian culture. And this is one of those conversations where if it was a room full of black people or a room full of Nigerians even, it wouldn't be looked at crazy no matter who said what, because, you know, they're all in the tribe. But this is definitely one of those don't air dirty laundry in front of the white people type of things. And this is why people are upset about it. It's like, how dare you sit there and let this white man make all the jokes about black people that we make about black people when no white people are around. Shame.
School, the house are the lazy ones.
According to you.
And then, wait, and then what was it?
And it's Igbo.
And then Igbo is what? They're the ones that are always, they got the scams. They're the greatest scammers in history.
According to you, bro.
There's no truth to this at all? What is the stereotype? We're just speaking about like stereotypes.
I would say stereotypically Nigerians as a whole are scammers.
Can I tell you?
I wouldn't
I've said this before. What my dad told me one time, and this was so like specific, I didn't even think it was racist. He goes, "Let me tell you the two people you don't do business with ever: Nigerians and Ismailis." He didn't say black people and Muslims. He said Nigerians and Ismail, which is like the smallest sect of Islam.
All right, well-traveled chat. Somebody help me out here. Who are the Ismailis? I mean, I feel like he was almost kind of saying Ishmael. But I don't know. I could be wrong.
He was like, never trust them as far as you can throw them. I was like, what's going on? This is so specific. I'm going to choose to believe it.
Why do Nigerians have that reputation? Just a little scam shit?
I just thought they need money, man. They're the sixth populous country in the world, man. There's too many of them. There's way too many of them. And there's not enough funds going around.
But does that same rep hit Britain as well, or no?
Not as much. No one there as much as here, but I would say.
Why do we have it?
I would say it's like attribute because we're Nigerian. It's just it's gonna follow us.
We fall for the scam.
Yeah, facts. The UK are switched up. We're switched on. Yeah. We're acclimatized. We were scamming in the 90s.
We fell for it. Yeah. So we're like, they're bad people. Take advantage of us. Oh, that's a good ass point. Shit. Yo, here's a question. Are there black people in the UK that are just black people?
Meaning?
Like, you're African, you're Nigerian. Everybody leads with the ethnicity.
You are a national.
Yo, Schultz is trying to get on his anthropological bullshit. Yeah, Mystery, I think you on to something. He really getting on his anthropological bullshit right now. It's like, are there any just regular black people? Because you guys, you're all very African, it seems like.
And I said it from the start, this is advanced darkness. This is heart of darkness. This is the jungle drum. This is the fertility goddess of chaos. They're literally going to eat your balls. They're going to cut your fucking nuts off and eat them.
Whoa, what? They're gonna what?
nationalities before you are a race.
Yeah.
Typically.
Like, you know, in America, we got black people.
Yeah.
But you would never say I'm black first, right?
I mean,
You'd be like, I'm Nigerian.
No, I said black.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The subsectors is just among black people. Yeah. Yes. Fact.
Bro, Raheem, that is actually a crazy concept when you think about it, right? Foundational black United Kingdom citizen. Like, how the fuck does that even? That's not even a thing. Ain't no foundational black Englishman. How the fuck can you be a? How can you be a foundational black Englishman? Just doesn't work. It doesn't even roll off the tongue.
Yeah.
Oh, so the whites out there just see you as black. They're not like, oh, he's Nigerian, he's Jamaican, he's.
They are a bit, but like not on like first introduction.
Yeah. What do they say on first?
No, first introduction is just black. That's black.
Yeah.
Black is black.
They say what they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, because of some comments that were made, and forgive me, I've actually done a poor job of setting up, and I didn't have this queued up properly, so forgive me for that. But there is a clip where Andrew Schultz appears to discuss what they call the black girlfriend effect or the black wife effect. And they got into some interesting territory here. Some very, very interesting territory comes up. Andrew Schultz makes some comments about black women that are kind of hilarious, but we gotta let's take a look, y'all. Let's take a look at Andrew Schultz's black woman take.
Meghan Markle,
she's cool, man.
She's cool. She stole your gins. How you feel about that?
I'm here for it, bro.
I'm here for the multicultural.
Really?
Yeah,
Black
man.
girlfriend effect.
Yeah.
You're
into that.
Yeah.
She came in.
What's the black girlfriend? They just come in and start fighting?
Nah, bro. You guys don't know about the black girlfriend effect. She just.
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect? This
You don't know about
glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend. All of a sudden, he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
Glows
up, bro.
I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it because they're so stressed being around it.
See, and now this is where it gets dark. So the concept behind the black girlfriend effect is that a black woman will date an interracial partner, so typically a white guy, but any guy non-black, right? And non-black guys aren't really known for having black swag, as you would call it. So once she finds her non-black boyfriend, she attempts the niggification process, if you will. Give him some black swag, a glow up. And they call this the black girlfriend effect, right? They call that the black girlfriend effect, right? And then Schultz just is not respecting it at all whatsoever. He's like, no, these guys are just getting cucked.
Glows up, bro. I like that. I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about shit all the fucking time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
they grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend.
Bro, there's a lot of black men with beards lately too. I noticed that shit, bro. I could never really let my beard grow fully because it's just irritating for me. So I got a nice respectable goatee. But I noticed you got a lot of cushion on y'all faces, man. What's up with that? Y'all niggas got a lot of face cushioning. I wasn't really questioning that shit until he just said that.
They grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out of. That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect. It might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Yeah. Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
The awkwardness of it all, my nigga. The awkwardness of it all. That was a long pause you could die inside of.
What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah. Oh, really?
We love them all.
Bitch assery. Did you witness it? Look at it right there. The bitch assery. It just happened.
Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah, that means white.
Yo, who
No.
Oh, really?
We love them all.
Yeah, that means white.
Yo, who
No.
The bitch assery, bro. You can't love them all and love black women. And you guys clearly love black women because you're about to go do some hell of apologies. You're about to apologize so hard.
That means what? No. Translation.
Kendrick fans, get it!
We love them all.
That's
Yeah, these guys, their show is called Shxtsngigs. Two African-born, UK-living black guys, and they're really sorry for all the hurt they may have caused black women. They want us all to understand how deeply regretful and apologetic they all truly are over these hurtful, hateful, frankly disgusting comments that were made about black women. Yeah, here goes.
Flagrant podcast. While we were no, if you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that.
How can it be that racist if you were laughing at it? Like, it was a racist joke, but it was just uncontrollably funny. I mean, I get it. I do that shit too sometimes, but I'm not pro-black. I don't claim to have all these sensitivities. I'm generally an asshole about most things.
Obviously, there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like, it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but
fight or flight. This motherfucker says fight or flight. Like he was like a Tyrannosaurus Rex just ran down on him and he froze. Like this giant dinosaur white male monster just rah, 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 black women jokes, rah, rah, rah. And he was like, oh, what do I do? Bruv, where should I go? Like he fight or flight, nigga? Really? That's your excuse? You were terrified in the moment. You were frozen with fear. Like a deer in the headlights, basically.
And we were laughing at it. And to give there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in the situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down.
Yeah.
Bro, is there any way to stand up for black women without looking like a bitch and kind of gay? There is really nothing like strong or masculine. There's nothing desirable in any of these like dudes. There's nothing about these guys I want to be like. I don't see any qualities in you that I want to have.
Flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you, I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I would smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah.
Bro, they sound like girls who've been sexually assaulted, bro. This is exactly how young white women describe being sexually assaulted. Like, then all of a sudden, he was just there, and I didn't know what to do. And I was afraid that if I fought back, he was going to kill me. And so I just laid there, and I just waited, and I just waited for it to be over. I just didn't want to be there. So in my mind, I was in another place. You sound like bitches that been touched, my nigga. Y'all niggas sound like y'all sound like y'all got violated, bro. Y'all sound like y'all had y'all holes taken. What the fuck happened in that show, bro?
Smack homeboy in the face.
Yeah.
I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all niggas sound like y'all got y'all holes touched, bro. Y'all niggas sound like y'all got violated, bro. Niggas say, when you thinking about it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna punch him in the face. I'm gonna kick him in the balls. I'm gonna swamp him, throw him in the ground. Yeah. But then when you're in the moment, you're just frozen with fear. And all you want to do is just not be there anymore. I ain't never heard two niggas sound so penetrated in my life, bro. You niggas sound penetrated. Bro, we gonna have to get a rape kit for you niggas, bro.
Really no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you, I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I would smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to.
Yo, they had a Diddy party now. This is exactly how you sound after when the drugs wear off, but you're still at the Diddy party. This is exactly how you sound. Like, fuck, I just want to get out of here. I just want to go. I just gotta go. And then somebody hands you another drink, and then you start laughing again. Bro, these niggas definitely some special victims, bro. We gotta call Benson and Stabler. Wasn't there one time when SVU did like some kind of crossover? Didn't they go to London or something like that one time? Benson and Stabler, they got passports, they can travel. We got to get the SVU unit over here. We got to get to the bottom of this shit, man. You niggas sound like y'all been touched, bro.
The next thing.
There's so
and like
many
we had
times.
to say a few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
Move
on.
on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on, move on, move on. And
Yeah.
it's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
get out of that situation.
Literally get out of that situation, keep the ball rolling. And we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat, but it ended up being something that.
Yeah, you thought he was your friend, and then you just wanted it to be over. You just wanted it to be over. You just closed your eyes and just wished it would end. You just close your eyes. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. And then you opened your eyes and it was over. What the fuck happened? What did Andrew Schultz do to you niggas, bro? Bro, this is too much. This is too much. I have never heard such a moist apology in my life, bro. And not only is it an apology, bro, y'all sound like y'all been sexually victimized, and now you're blaming yourselves. James, Fuhad, it's not your fault, all right? I just feel like you need to hear this from somebody. James, Fuhad, whatever happened to you whatever pain you're in, whatever emotions you're feeling right now, I just need you to know it's not your fault, all right? You didn't do this to you. Somebody else did this to you. You are a victim here, all right? You didn't make this happen. You are an innocent victim here, all right? Now you just got to let the healing begin, all right? Just let the healing begin, guys. That's all you got to do. You got to go through like the 12 steps of victimhood now.
Ended up being something that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
You do all this protecting Black women, but who is there to protect you? Who is there to protect you from this terrible, funny white man? Who is there? James, all this protecting of Black women, who was there to protect you, James? Nobody was there for you? You were alone and you just froze? You were alone and you just froze? Oh, this is so awful. I'm so sorry this happened to you.
Facts.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare.
See, now they're prepared. You know, it's like, I guess it's like the first time some dudes, they go to jail for the first time, they're not ready. And then bad things happen to them. And then they're prepared, right? You guys sound prepared now. You're like, okay, that's what's going to happen. I get it now. I'm ready. He wasn't ready to fight back. That's all I'm saying. He wasn't really ready to fight back. Hey, man, some guys just aren't as strong as they pretend to be. They got in front of that white man and they folded up. They bent over and folded up. Bro, listen, England is super duper cucked and they do go to jail for making memes. California just passed a law, by the way. You can go to jail for making memes in California now, too. Look into it. But yeah. It's spreading. The cuck virus is spreading. It's worse than the goddamn T virus. Bro, the fact that they tried to frame this around a fight or flight instinct, because, you know, once you go into fight or flight terminology, it automatically presumes immense danger, right? There is no other proper usage for the fight or flight terminology unless you are describing an element of immense danger. And it's a real thing, you know. Some people will face it head on. Some people will run. Some people, looking at these niggas right here, some people will freeze like a deer in the headlights. And I guess they just lay there and their body goes limp and their mind goes to another place and they can't wait for it to be over. Like, really, I swear to God, it sounds like they are describing being sexually violated. Like you went to the Andrew Schultz podcast and you got slipped the date rape drug. They slipped you a Mickey.
No, you know, if you don't, that's fine.
They sound like they woke up at a Diddy party, bro. This shit sounds wrong. Everything about this sounds awful and weird and aggressively homosexual.
But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour.
Mm-hmm.
And there were a few jokes made that were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to Black women.
Yep.
And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Making a frankly, racist joke.
Yeah.
And we were laughing at it. And to give, there's first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse. There is no excuse.
Agreed.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in those situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you, I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I would smack homeboy in the face, I would say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there,
you ain't do none of that. You just laid there and let him violate your body. You ain't do none of that. You just laid there and let him have his way with you, bro. Nah, son. Nah, you can't talk about it like that, bro. Nah, it's no way. You just... Y'all can't hear yourselves, bro. The level of cucking. This isn't even cucking, because cucking would involve like someone else fucking your girl. What's the word for like you fucking yourself for your girl? Self-peg. You guys are self-pegging so hard. This is like an auto-pegging. You guys are on auto-peg, bro. This is wild. The way y'all talk about this shit, bro. Listen, the way niggas defend black women, I don't ever want to be on that team. And I ain't even trying to shit on black women right now. This ain't even about y'all per se. This is really not an episode where I'm gonna list all my grievances about black women. But when I see the niggas that's on y'all team, I just be like, nah, won't be me.
You're in shock. You're in shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro, move on is the fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just move on to the next thing.
There's
and
so
like
many
we had to
times.
say a few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
on.
So many different topics. We were like, move on.
Yeah.
And it's not even like about pity laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
get out of that situation.
Literally get out of that situation, keep the ball rolling. And we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat, but it ended up being something that's
ended up being something that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss, is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Fact.
Why is it your duty to protect black women? And this is what's weird about this language and this concept at all. How can you protect black women in your capacity as a podcaster? Like, how do those two jobs overlap? I'm not seeing the connection here, right? Who gave you this job? Did your daddy give you this job? I want to talk to your daddy. Because y'all niggas African. Y'all probably got a daddy. How the fuck did you get this job? Did your father train you? You know how like some little boys, they watch their dad working on cars and shit. Dad's been fixing an Oldsmobile his whole life, and so he just learns how to work on cars too. Did your daddy train you to protect black women? Your African father? I feel like you might be one of them niggas that low-key bring shame to the family.
And it is definitely not cool to be in that situation. And again, not be the ones to stand up and kick the cameras down. And we fucked it on that occasion.
We did.
It's not going to happen again. And it's about being human. It's about realizing that you don't know what you're prepared for. You don't know how to prepare for.
So y'all basically saying next time we gonna throw some blows for an imaginary, unnamed, conceptual black woman, right? For the idea of a black woman, we gonna throw them blows. We might even go up a pole on you. They don't talk like that over there, but still, they just might do it. They just so you know, they with the shits with the black women's. They will up the pole on you
for something
you don't know
that you don't know what's
yeah,
going to happen.
Yeah.
And once it's happened one time, you're like, fuck, all right.
You learn from your mistakes, and that's literally
bro.
learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, we fucked it, and we're like.
So they fucked it. Their language, not mine. They fucked it. Never apologize, people. Certainly don't do it publicly. If you've actually harmed someone individually, so be it. It's respectable to acknowledge you're wrong. Personally, to that person, don't apologize to the faceless masked crowd. Like, the horde has no emotions. You can't apologize to the horde. The horde doesn't care if it loves you or if it hates you.
The first thing is, when you think about the two podcasters from the UK, is we don't know if the Black experience there is the same as the Black experience for African Americans or Black people that grew up in America. I'm sure to be on this media tour in the US and to sit with Andrew Schultz was a big thing for them. I don't care if it was a big thing. And in a
Oh, fuck you, shitting on somebody else's opportunities, nigga. Shout out to my man Duncan with the 20 ball. My man Duncan dropped the $20 Cash App. Thank y'all for being here. Please support the show, y'all.
Count that money, man. Count that fucking money, man. Count the money.
Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? Please.
Nigga, please. Serious.
I appreciate y'all being here, man. Hit that like button from me, man. Thank y'all for supporting the show.
Hey, you get the bag and fumble it. I get the bag and flip it and tumble it. Straight off the lot, 300 cash, and the car came with a blunt in it.
Addressing Andrew Schultz, who I do think is funny, who sits with Charlemagne and has some of these discussions about the culture, I believe he got too comfortable. So I would like to explain some things to him. I want to explain to him the Black experience, the Black woman experience from my point of view. It was watching my mother start from a bank teller and work her way up for decades to run her own collateral department, only to be mistreated when the bank was sold to another bank, and be so sick on Sunday that I finally had to say, hey, Mom, you're old enough to retire. It was to see her go to that same job, 8 to 5, to be treated anyway.
Bro, niggas supposed to spend their adult life fighting their mama's demons, bro. That's the game that he laying out for you right now. Spend your adult male life battling your mother's demons. And yours if you got some. But, you know, mama got demons, baby. Mama got demons, and they not going to kill themselves, baby. Come on now. Come on now. Help mama out. Let me give you some sugar. You're going to fight these demons for me now, baby.
That she had to be treated because she only had a high school diploma, and then find ways to not only feed me, but do homework with me and my brother, take us to practice because my dad worked 3 jobs. That was the first Black woman experience that I had. Right. The second Black woman experience I had is marrying a Black woman and watching her sleep on my cot as doctors try to figure out why I'm 140 pounds and I'm a 30-year-old man.
Wait a minute. So you've only known 2 Black women in your whole life? The mom who birthed you and the woman who you married? Why these niggas lie, bro? I've only known 2 Black women in my whole life. My mama and my wife. And we're supposed to be like a talk show audience. Aww. Like the Ricky Lake show or some bullshit. Lying ass niggas. Listen, defending Black women, it makes you look weak and weird and just a little bit like, you know, gone. Shout out to all the gay adjacent woke niggas. Looking at you with the pivot shirt.
3 jobs. That was the first Black woman experience that I had. Right. The second Black woman experience I had is marrying a Black woman and watching her sleep on my cot as doctors try to figure out why I'm 140 pounds and I'm a 30-year-old man who was 205 pounds a month before that. Her telling me months after that she would just go in the bathroom and cry every night in the hospital because she didn't want me to worry about her because I was so sick. Right. For her to hold my family together so I could be in the household with my children when I was doing things and I wasn't shit. That's the Black woman experience. The Black woman experience is.
Wait, Wait a minute. You were sick in the hospital and she had a hard time? We caught that, right? He was the one sick in the hospital, but she it was rough. It was rough for her. He was going to die, but oh my God, it was rough for her. It kind of reminds me of that Hillary Clinton quote, you know, women are always the primary victims of war. Yeah, she said that.
Is black women caring so much about the nuclear black family, black women taking care of young black men to teach them how to be leaders, to teach them how to be strong, to teach them how to care about their God, about their family, and it's about their communities, and to raise their young black women to be independent enough to take care of themselves, but to understand how to support a family, how to support a man, while also.
Bro, see, this is why I don't fucking like none of these niggas, man.
I'm telling you, man, this the reason why I be hating niggas, man. I'm telling you, man. It just be us. I be hating niggas, man.
If you're raising the boys to be leaders, which is bullshit, I call cat, but if black women, he's saying, are raising the boys to be leaders, but raising the girls to be independent, who the fuck are the boys supposed to lead? Their husbands? And niggas don't even understand the problem in this shit as they're saying the problem out loud. If you're raising boys to be leaders and you're raising the girls to be independent, who the fuck are the boys supposed to be leading?
When I was doing things and I wasn't shit. That's the black woman experience. The black woman experience is black women caring so much about the nuclear black family, black women taking care of young black men to teach them how to be leaders, to teach them how to be strong, to teach.
And look, that's another piece of cat right there.
For her to hold my family, my children, women caring so much about the nuclear black family, women caring so much about the nuclear black family, women caring so much about the nuclear black family.
Just had to make sure he said what he said. Since fucking when have black women cared so much about the nuclear black family? You can't lead the nation, the world probably, in abortions and also care about the nuclear black family. You can't have the highest divorce rate and also care about the nuclear black family. Don't even get me started on the general culture of it all. You basically can't be a black woman and care about the nuclear black family. It's damn near impossible.
Black women taking care of young black men to teach them how to be leaders, to teach them how to be strong, to teach them how to care about their God, about their family, and it's about their communities, and to raise their young black women to be independent enough to take care of themselves, but to understand how to support a family, how to support a man, while also understanding how to get it on your own.
Again, you're teaching them contradictory things. This is why there is no black family.
How dare you say that we are not interested in families in the black community?
That's the black woman experience that I know. The reason that black women are tough is because when you're mistreated in the way that black women are, if you're not tough, you just die off, you don't survive. That's the black woman experience. And the other piece of it is too, is something that I've learned, and I learned it from black women, is people feel so comfortable disrespecting them because we don't respect them publicly, right? White people for so long have used the excuse, why can't I say the N-word when you say that to yourselves or call yourself that or use that in your music?
I don't know how white people came up in that little thing right there, but I want to go back for a second.
People feel so comfortable disrespecting them because we don't respect them publicly.
Personally, I'm sick of the one-sided nature of this whole devotion. Whenever there is a person, a black woman even, who speaks on behalf of or in defense of black men, black issues, black suffering, black male suffering, this person is always attacked and chased out of the limelight. They never get a proper shake. But black men have to pledge undying loyalty and devotion to women who don't even like to smile at you in public.
Publicly, right? White people for so long have used the excuse, why can't I say the N-word when you say that to yourselves or call yourself that or use that in your music, which is bullshit, right? Or white people have said, if you're using the B word, or they say, if you're using the B word, why can't I call them that? That's bullshit as well, right? That's excuses to be certain things and be disrespectful when you shouldn't be. So when you're sitting,
you can't make people respect you more than you respect yourself. Actually, when people respect you more than you respect yourselves, they begin to disrespect themselves, right? I'm not going to call you a queen if you're not. I'm not going to treat you like a church lady when you're on the corner.
Sitting across from Andrew Schultz, and he's talking about an experience that he can't understand because his wife is not black. You don't have the right to talk about that. You don't have the right to speak on something that you don't know, right? And to make a joke about what the experience is one thing if you're talking about haircuts and you're talking about clothing and you're talking about beards, or you're comparing what our friend Travis Kelce looked like when he was with Kayla Nicole to what he looks like now that he's with Taylor Swift, right? That is part of it. You start to assimilate to the people around you. What you're not going to do, though, is be disrespectful.
You know, I was on Truisms last night. We were having this conversation about sundown towns and all that. And you guys can go back and watch the replay yourselves, but you know the kinds of things I might say about something like that. And what really irks me about this whole subject matter of race is that as black people, I think we focus too much of our energy, intellectual or physical or emotional or otherwise. We focus too much of our energy on something that doesn't actually pay off any returns. It doesn't provide any dividends, right? And so it just becomes this constant like masturbatory practice where we complain about racism, but the solutions to the things that we complain about are probably more internal than they are external, but we only focus on the external of it all. We never look inward. Like for example, the whole thing about, you say the N-word, or for women too, women call themselves bitch all the time, but let a man say bitch casually in conversation and, eyebrows get raised and shit. And it's like, hey, listen, I will treat you by the rules that you've laid out. If you choose to, operate on a higher set of rules, then, maybe I'll have to raise up to that level. But until then, you are where you are. And I'm not going to drag you up to a higher level for just because.
And say you have to develop a defense mechanism because of alleged violence. Black women aren't violent. Black women don't just walk around to beat people or to be angry or to be...
Bro just said black women aren't violent. Actually, one of the last shows I did with Bernard Riley before we kind of wound the whole thing down, we went over some FBI data. Statistically, black women are responsible for a higher percentage of homicides than white men. Let me say that. No, I'm saying that wrong. Black women have a higher homicide rate than white men. Black women are more murderous per capita than white men. Yeah. Listen, we did a whole show on the numbers. Went back and forth about the sources and the data. But basically, according to the FBI data, black women are just more likely to commit violent crime like murder than even a white man. Yeah, it's out there.
treated a certain way. No, black women to me were the entire front line of the Alton Sterling protest when he died, when he was killed by cops in Louisiana. Black women are on the front lines of everything that's about us. Black women understood that they had to take a back seat because as we were fighting for rights in our country, that we as men were going to be able to get through the door before they were.
And you know, these niggas is all sitting there quietly like they listening to the pastor, bro. This is like a little mini church sermon. The little 3-man black woman is God temple.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
So they decided to push us forward and give us ideas and give us help and give us support and be our biggest cheerleaders because they knew we'll have an opportunity to get in the door first. The problem is so many times now we're getting in those doors and we aren't reaching back and bringing them through that same door with us. And this is just another example.
Bro, that is literally the complaint that corporate black men have made against black women. You know, bringing a black woman into the HR department won't necessarily bring black men into the business. It'll just bring more black women.
Of that. So whoever is Andrew Schultz's black friend, Charlemagne, you're his black friend. Sit him down, talk to him, tell him what the black woman experience truly is, because he ain't married to one, and he's obviously never been around enough of them to know how strong, how beautiful, how independent they could be while also being supportive, how much black women have done to create this entire world that we all live in and the way that they've poured in it.
The whole world, my nigga. The whole world. That's crazy. The whole world, my nigga. He said the whole world. They created the whole world, bruh. Enough said, bro. Enough said.
Like, I don't start with my trust on 100 for anybody. My trust with people starts at 0, and then you can work your way up. Because when you start at 100, you get let down. You just have to have the expectation that white people are racist. Because if you ever been in a conversation with a white man long enough, you see they try to throw some testers out there to see what type of nigga you is. Are you the skinning and grinning type nigga that's just gonna laugh everything off? Or is you gonna check that shit right away? See, me personally, you know, there's this thing that white dudes do. They be like, hey, look, no offense, and I'll stop them right there. Be like, I'm gonna be offended. So just don't even say it. Whatever you gonna say, just
You a whole bitch. You's a gone bitch, bro. This nigga's a whole gone bitch. He said, "Just I'm gonna be offended." God damn. Can't help niggas, bro. You really can't help niggas no more. It's pretty much done. It's pretty much done.
Let me just say this to my straight brothers. Look, you don't want to be no alpha male.
just keep it to yourself, because you're trying to test out how much racism you can get away with, and I'm telling you right now, it's 0. You're not getting away with none of that shit. And if you decide to proceed and you say some racist shit, I'm gonna punch you in my fucking mouth. So I don't have those type of problems personally. I never really run into those things. But I do be in I have been in conversations with white men, and you can just see they're trying to ease their way into how racist they can be. And that's where you just got to get out the conversation. Now, I understand for their brand, their whole brand is just them chuckling all motherfucking day. Just goddamn chuckling. But also, they're not really bringing a whole lot of anything original or thought-provoking to the space. It's just James saying funny sus shit and them reacting to Twitter. So it's like, you know, we wasn't expecting this to be, you know, Martin and Malcolm up there.
Yeah, that is true. Black people are very violent about hurt feelings. One of the worst things you could ever do is hurt a nigga's feelings. That nigga will shoot you. You know that whole what you say about my mama? It's not just a movie. It wasn't just Menace to Society. Niggas will shoot you if you hurt their fifis.
But you know, as a black man, you just have to understand that when you're in a room full of whites, you're really gonna get tested. Because accepting the invitation already was a declaration that they want to test you out. They want to see, okay, are you really cool? Because being cool to white people mean that you let racism slide.
Yeah, Raheem. And not only that, and black folk, we like to lie about this shit. This is what I was kind of picking at Gabe A last night when I was over on Truisms, because you know we were having this whole conversation about race or whatever. And I pointed out, like, Gabe, you know, y'all some upper middle class Negroes trying to act like you are the black experience. Like you are the 1%. You are not the experience. You're wealthy, bro. It's not the same at all. And what I was really bothered by is like the way a lot of the professional blacks, that the professional class even, they pretend as if none of these stereotypes have any validity, any gravity to them. It's like we make whole songs 0 to 100, nigga, real quick. You thought Drake was talking about a car? You thought Drake was talking about racing? No, that's how quickly a nigga might do something to you. 0 to 100, real quick. Real quick. Real fucking quick. That's exactly how the song goes.
And you know, to protect their brand and their whole brand of skinning and grinning, they got to skin and grin. Just is what it is. And now they've completely tarnished the foundation of their fan base, which has been black women. It's a bad look, but what goes up must come down. What goes up must come down. But we ain't going down. It'd be the same. All right, my bad.
Yeah, he is definitely a goner. Bro, the Gone Bros, man. The Gone Gang, bro. The gay adjacent woke niggas, they are everywhere. There's been a lot of backlash to this whole video.
Who had that coon at the end of the couch were all performing, or better yet, auditioning. Because no matter what lie niggas tell you or themselves, black men are obedient to the authority of white men's definition of masculinity. The answer to low testosterone for black men ain't ashwagandha or mock.
That's a great idea he just raised, all right? If black men are obedient to the white man's concept of masculinity, what is the black masculinity then? See, that is the type of shit that I've explored in my own capacity here on this channel. Like, what is black masculinity? Because I realized that blackness as a concept seems to only really be opposition to whiteness, right? The black identity in America, like, you know, Nigerians have Nigerian culture and all the different African tribes, you know, the Igbos, the Hausa, whatever, Fulani, all of them have their thing. But in America, blackness, it seems to be purely an oppositional culture. And we are an oppositional people even. We are opposition to white people. And what is black masculinity? Because if we are in opposition, if we are opposite, then black masculinity would be the opposite of white masculinity. And white masculinity is like aggressive and heterosexual and territorial and violent. And the opposite of all those things would basically be very gay. Very, very gay. So I'm asking, what is black masculinity? Somebody help me out here. Somebody in the chat. I need somebody, you know, somebody smarter than me. Are there any pro-blacks in the room? Can I get a pro-black doctor? Can I get a pro-black doctor? I need a pro-black doctor's opinion. What is the opposite of white masculinity? No. What is black masculinity? I've been thinking about this for a little while now. Like, what masculinity should black people adopt? And how is it different or better than what you call traditional, like heteropatriarchal white masculinity, right? You know how the woke people describe it. Being a strong man, being a straight man, being a father leading the house. These are the basic tenets of like white masculinity, right? Are we breaking away from these things? Mr. O, are you putting your hand up from the chat? Just type the goddamn answer out. What the hell? All of a sudden, niggas want to act like they not unruly. Oh my God.
I wrote a honey packs and Henny. It's challenging white supremacist patriarchy.
Oh, God damn it.
Andrew Schultz reaction to
God damn it. Black masculinity is challenging white masculinity, which means very, very gay.
James, Fuhad, that coon at the end of the couch, were all performing, or better yet, auditioning. Because no matter what lie niggas tell you or themselves, black men are obedient to the authority of white men's definition of masculinity. The answer to low testosterone for black men ain't ashwagandha or maca rota honey packs and Henny. It's challenging white supremacist patriarchy. And watching that motherfucker Andrew Schultz reaction to their apology, I really couldn't even pay his ass no mind because I heard so much shucking and jiving from that coon at the end of the couch. I had to marvel as we witnessed him really tap dance himself into the grave. Let me explain what I mean by that. In James Baldwin's letter to my nephew,
That really was a terrible apology on all levels, and it's crazy. Now you're about to get roasted by the very camp that you were apologizing to. Them niggas gonna take your apology and shove it up your ass, bro. I hope you're ready.
He writes, well, he's dead. He never saw you and he had a terrible life. He was defeated long before he died because at the bottom of his heart, he really believed what white people said about him. Many black men won't receive this message because they've accepted the same fate. But for those of you all who are clinging onto something that you may not even have the words to describe, I want you to know something. Dignity in this white man's world is not something that they will give you. It is something that you must take.
At the end of the day, men with podcasts are going to act exactly like men with podcasts. And I'm so sorry. I don't want to seem like one of those people that look back and are like, oh, I always knew something was off about them with the gift of hindsight. But I can definitely say I've never trusted a man with a podcast. However, I have seen some Shxtsngigs videos, never the full one, okay? And that may be where my disconnect is. But I have seen some like the short clips, okay? And I don't think they ever gave like pro-black women or even pro-women in general. I just think the standards of men on podcasts is so low that anything like contrary to like fresh and fit is seen as like, wow, you're one of the good ones. So it makes sense why a lot of women, especially black women, would like see their podcast as a safe space in comparison to everything else that's out there. But I don't think anything that they've ever said or done is deserving of like the moral pedestal that they've been put on. Like they just read other people's tweets and stories and laugh, which is fine. Like I was laughing too sometimes, but they don't deserve these they're not even like worthy of these high expectations that people are placing on them. They never gave any indication that they are worthy of upholding these expectations. And I just think that shows how dire the male podcasting world is, that you can gain an audience full of women that place you on this moral pedestal just because you don't talk shit about women. Like that is the baseline for being a good male podcast. Just don't talk shit about women. And
She's actually kind of right, though. You can really do things in the media world if you just refuse to criticize women.
I couldn't even do that. That being said, this news about Shxtsngigs, it didn't really move me. I can't lie. But it made me think, what would I be moved by? Like, who's saying this? Would I be like, like jaw open by? And guys, the only answer that I could come across was Dr. Umar. Like, if Dr. Umar said something disrespectful towards black women, then I'd be a little bit moved, like a little bit disappointed, because he positions himself as someone that is pro-black women. But guys, Shxtsngigs.
I'm on a white man hypocrisy tour right now, but I promise it's not intentional. I just have something to say about Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz, from what I recall,
getting hated on by Asian women in defense of black women is unpredictable as fuck. I had no idea something like that was even possible.
Has never been with a black woman. He didn't grow up in a black area. He is married to a lily white woman right now today. So how can one speak about an experience that you've never experienced? So my theory for the longest time was that he wasn't coming up with these disparaging comments about black women on his own. He could never conceptualize this hairline joke because in the white community, hairlines, going bald is not as big of a thing as it is for black men. And my suspicions were confirmed because there is a clip from 4 years ago on Flagrant 2 where he is sitting down with two guests who are black men. History repeats itself. In that video, they're poking fun at Alex Media. Alex Media is a black man in Andrew's camp. And, well, what do I say about him? His whole thing is, I'm not full black. My mom is Puerto Rican. And what blows me is his mom is black. She's a...
Bro, is this Asian bitch trying to G-check a nigga's black card? I'm so confused right now. I feel like neither one of us belong in the same space together, bitch. Like, we should both back away slowly from this moment.
The black woman, she just speaks Spanish. So he's literally the embodiment of that Godfrey meme. But I digress. The joke that follows Alex Media everywhere is that he likes white women. And the rest of the crew is joking, saying, wow, I can't believe you would waste such a great hairline on white women. The black man next to Andrew Schultz, who is actually married to a black woman, says, black women will steal your hairline. You can literally see the light go off in Andrew's head. And then he takes that little bit and he runs with it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. There was no way a white man could conceptualize that joke unless he was leeching off a self-hating black man. And so history, like I said, repeats itself.
Yo, I'm tired of the white man stealing my black women jokes, bro. Listen, white men, some of my best black women jokes have gone missing. And I know it was one of you motherfuckers. I just know it. You've been stealing my best anti-black women jokes. I had a whole jar of them. And it's halfway gone now. Fucking white man be stealing all my best shit. Be walking. I heard one of you guys call him a German Shepherd once. I know who you stole that from.
Shxtsngigs goes on Flagrant 2. He makes the same joke. I also want to add that I'm not blaming anyone heavily in this video other than Andrew Schultz. I do, however, want to make clear that...
Yo, Chunkisha is crazy. Wow. I feel like we just spoke that into existence. Now there's going to be a little Blasian girl somewhere called Chunkisha.
The men on the couch should be held accountable because in no universe should you be...
Alright. That was a little racist, bro. Shaka, that was like uncharacteristically racist of you, bro. I don't know if I've heard you racism before. Well done, Shaka. Ching-chang-splaining. A new slur was born today. Somewhere in the mountains, a racist just got his wings. Johnny Apple slur rides again, y'all. Johnny Apple slur rides again. Ching-chang-splaining. Ching-chang-splaining. How you like me now? Goddamn. We gotta put that, we gotta add that to the record books right there. We're coming up with a lot of useful terminologies lately. Now, hold on. Where was that video I was trying to find? My apologies for being such a terrible host, but there was one last video. So James and Fuhad, they did their apology tour. And it was you just watched it. You saw the aftermath. And then Andrew Schultz witnessed their apology tour. Andrew has some words about the apology tour. Hit the like button, people.
Okay, what we're not going to do is sit here with our dicks tucked between our legs, apologizing on the podcast for jokes. Okay, matter of fact, we have a new apology video that we should definitely watch. The Shxtsngigs gentleman came on the podcast.
Damn, you know, and I was just asking the question about black masculinity versus white masculinity. And I think I was right. I don't know if I want to be black masculine. I just want to be regular masculine. I don't even call it white masculinity, but that's what the Jigs call it.
Podcast.
I love them. I feel bad they're going through this.
Yeah, but I do want to take this seriously because they are serious guys, and I want it. Al, stop fucking laughing, dude. They're defending their community. They came on the podcast. They got a lot of flack for laughing at a joke, and I would just want to hear their apology. These are serious fucking guys, and this is a serious apology. Al,
you're an asshole.
Al, no, can you take it seriously?
All right, sure.
Okay,
we say it take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded?
Hey, shout out to Sasquatch out there with the $2 Cash App. Thank y'all for watching, man. We got over 100 people in the building, man. It's getting crowded up in here, man. Good to see all of y'all. Wave your hand if you're in the back row. Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Thank you for supporting the show. Shout out to Sasquatch, man.
I need that money.
Shifty?
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, that's crazy, Shifty. That's crazy.
Shifty.
Come on, Shifty.
Shifty,
fucking racist.
I want everybody to just take this serious, and I want us to try to have a serious moment.
Mm-hmm.
It's a serious podcast, and I want to just listen to their heartfelt apology.
Guys, right, before we get into today's episode, quick PSA, quick acknowledgement. So if you know, you know. If you don't, that's fine. But we just wanted to address something that's happening at the minute. This past weekend, there's been a couple of clips going around from when we did a session on the Flagrant podcast while we were on our US tour. And there were a few jokes made.
Bro, now y'all getting roasted from all sides. This is like a rotisserie. You just turning on the spit, just letting the fire touch all 360 degrees of you right now.
That were incredibly inappropriate. One specifically pertaining to black women. And in the clip, Andrew was making a joke. I'm not even going to get into specifics. Frankly, like racist joke. And we were laughing at it. And to give, first of all, before we get into like specifics or anything like that, obviously there's just literally no excuse.
Pause.
There is no excuse.
Agreed. Pause.
There's no excuse.
There's no fucking excuse. Al. Can you pause?
I'm sorry.
No excuse for that. I just want to take in the beginning of it. There's no excuse for jokes. There is never an excuse for making jokes.
But can we try?
Bruh, this is wild. Being pro-black means you have to go out and defend black women broadly. And then doing that means you get roasted by everybody else. Whites, Indians, other blacks, everybody. Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, everybody.
I'm not going to ever make an excuse for being a comedian. There's never an excuse for making jokes. Okay? That is a real statement said by a man. I just want that to be clear. There is never an excuse for making jokes with the boys. Go on. Let's take it serious. Look at
He said that was a real statement said by a man. Forgive me. I love the dry white office humor shit.
Look at how sad he is over on the
It's a
left.
real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's
He is. Do you
not
see how?
easy to say,
We should
but
go back.
when you're in the
We
situation-
should go back because he's going through it right now. Look how he practiced this. I'm gonna pick my skin on my finger.
guys.
no. I need you to watch it. Look, he bite his bottom lip. Like, oh fuck, man.
There is no excuse.
Ooh.
And fight or flight is a real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight or flight is a real thing, and it's so not easy to say, but when you're in the situations, you look at it through a lens of like, bro, if it was me, I promise you I'll stand up, I'll kick them cameras down, I'll smack homeboy in the face, I'll say this, I'll do that. But when you're in there, you're in shock.
And so Andrew Schultz is just looking at it like, so you're supposed to smack me in the face, huh? So like, if they ever see each other again, Andrew's like, you know you were supposed to smack me in the face, right? What the fuck happened to that? The fuck is up, bro? You clearly not doing this black thing right. Like, you want a do-over or something?
Shock, and all you want to do is move on.
Yeah, bro,
Pause.
move on is the
I've been there. I know what that's like. When you're just having fun and laughing with the boys, and you're like, I just can't wait to move on from this. Don't you know that feeling when you experience the fight or flight and then you just laugh? Does that happen to you guys when your body is just being torn with the primal urge to either fight or flight, and instead you just go,
Yo, you can't. You I don't know how you come back from this roast, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy. And you know what? I don't even know if you have to go there. Cause you know, he does wear a hat underneath his fake hair. But I don't know if you even have to bring that into it, right? That is a thing, Jabroni, you know. The Voldemorts are a thing. But I don't even know if it's that deep, because like, bro, you just look like a bitch.
Do you guys ever have that feeling?
I feel like you're making an excuse for jokes.
I'm not. I would never.
That sounds like what you're doing.
Hey, I would never excuse taking two things that have nothing to do with one another and then bring them together to make your friends laugh. I would never excuse that, Mark.
What if it has a good setup and a misdirection at the end?
You're enticing me. You're doing that thing where you're kind of tricking me with your brain. You're using your brain to trick me into agreeing with something I do not want to agree with.
I'm just asking.
Please continue.
Fucking word, bro. All you want to do is fucking move on. Just move on to the next thing. Just
Yes,
move on to the next
fucking
thing.
move on.
And
So
like
many
we had to
times.
say a few times, bro, just move on.
Just move
Just
on.
move
Yeah.
on.
So many different
I
topics.
know.
We were like, move on.
Move
on.
It's not even like about petty laughs or anything, but we just wanted to
Get out of that situation.
Get out of
literally
there.
that situation,
I know.
Keep the ball rolling.
Bro, this is wild. Like the image of it all. You know how the left, culturally and politically, the left of America, the world really, the left sees itself as like, you know, diversity, right? And these are all probably left-leaning guys anyway, but this is like, I don't know, some kind of weird diversity fallout. And honestly, the only way to really sort it out is to remove the race element of it all and just go purely on gender lines. Like if you examine it purely on gender lines, the patterns become a lot easier to pull apart and sort out. But basically, it's guys versus these two motherfuckers right here. The two cucks in the little mini window at the bottom. And that really kind of is the nature of like the discontent in a lot of Western culture right now. It's like guys who just want to be guys, and then you cucks who always cry because somebody hurt a girl's feelings.
And we thought it was going to be more of like a bros chat,
Yeah,
but
just
it
like-
ended in something that's
I thought it was going to be that too. I thought it was going to be one of those bros chats where you just say everything that's polite and proper. I did think, what do you guys do when you hang out with the boys?
We play games.
What kind of games do you play?
What we're grateful for.
Yo,
That's I will sometimes.
You guys don't make jokes about black women? It's weird.
Just say 10 things we're grateful for.
I hate that you guys have created an energy on this podcast where instead of just saying what we're grateful for and appreciating the community that we build, we try to make each other laugh with inappropriate jokes. I hate that kind of boys hang.
Yeah, we should change it.
I want to change that. Can we start right now?
Let's make it a Shabbat dinner.
Yeah, let's make it a Shabbat dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that?
It's the vibes we need.
Just a vibe.
Yes.
Yeah. Talk about our weeks. Be grateful.
Yes.
Turn down everything else in the world.
You see why
We'll talk
everyone
of
hates
money.
them? Do you see why? Because that's their idea of fun.
Yeah,
Their idea of fun is sitting around, eating food that didn't taste good, and then telling everybody what they're grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
See, he can joke about them because he's one of their cousins. So, you know, no further comment from me.
I'm going to try to do that, though.
Yeah.
That's what we should do.
There we go.
Can we make an agreement right now?
Turn it.
No more inappropriate jokes.
I like that.
Especially from you and even you.
I like that.
Yeah.
You never say anything
I don't.
inappropriate.
I don't. I'm the most appropriate.
You are. Thank God. One of us.
Yeah, I have to be.
Please
Keep
continue.
you guys in line.
Been something that's like really, really hurt people that look to us for support and look to us to feel protected. And protected is the main thing that I wanted to discuss is that it is our duty to protect you guys.
Pause.
Yo.
I feel like we failed.
Yo.
I feel like we failed, Akash.
Yo.
The past, how many years have we been doing this?
Andrew, you were supposed to protect black women. That's why you failed, Andrew. Not only did you not protect black women, you became the racist white man. It's you, Andrew. You failed.
But if man had to find out that his God was a woman,
I say the black woman is God, and
Black woman is God.
I say the black woman is God.
The black woman is God because, you know, she was the first organism on this planet.
6, 7.
The past 7 years, where I've been saying that your people fuck mud.
Yeah.
And you've been saying that my people fuck sheep.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've protected either our people.
You know what? You're right. You're right. And it's our duty to protect people.
Scottish people, I just want to say that I apologize to all of you for letting this mudfucker say we fuck sheep.
Scottish people, I apologize that you're all so ugly that you have to fuck sheep.
I feel like I can't air this on my own YouTube channel. I feel like this is going to get me banned from YouTube. All right? Listen, that was Jeet on Jeet violence, okay? That was not me. This is not, I repeat, this is not another day of Pajit. I am not doing that. We will not be doing that again. I learned my lesson. No more cow jokes. That was that guy, and he's terrible. You guys should do something about him. Not me, though, him.
I apologize for that.
It's our duty to protect people.
Wait, so whenever we see a video of an Indian guy fucking mud, what is that?
We haven't seen one.
Oh, really?
We've seen a guy fucking a girl in mud. They fuck mud.
Oh,
nah.
Wait a minute.
The other videos, they were going down on the mud.
Y'all be doing foreplay. Y'all be warming up the mud. It's wet.
I don't know. They keep saying mud, but I feel like they're talking about cow shit. I distinctly remember a lot of cow shit, but, you know. Anyway, that was a different stream for a different day.
Already. Keep going.
Sorry, Indians, by the way.
Yeah.
I apologize.
No, I apologize. I should have protected you.
I apologize.
Because you're not capable of protecting yourself. That's the thing. I don't think that you're capable of protecting yourself, so it's my job to protect you. I got to infantilize you, and I apologize.
Yeah, and say Indians don't fuck mud.
I don't think that we have it in us to overcome jokes, so I apologize. I should protect
you. guys have never fucked mud, and you've never smelled.
Well, I feel like you added that.
That's true.
And I'm going to protect us.
That is true.
How are you going to protect them?
When we come here.
I think they don't smell. I don't think they've ever.
You know what this show kind of looks like? It's like a racist Twitter group chat, but everybody's diverse. Everybody comes from their own little ethnically homogenous community, but they all get on Twitter to share racist jokes with each other. I remember there was a night I did a show like that, Twitter racism or something like that. It was wild. Good times. Great vibes. Great vibes.
Smell. I wouldn't even make a caveat. And your food is sanitary. That's the thing I believe. And
You're not sanitary. What are you talking about?
I'm saying,
piss in the sink.
I'm grateful that their food is sanitary. I'm just saying.
This guy bites his feet. What are you talking about?
Why are you disagreeing with me?
I do bite my feet. I just want to say that is not a Scottish thing, and I don't want you to put that on my community. That is a just me thing.
Okay.
Now, as far as the sanitary,
you're eating your own body. That's kind of a Haitian thing.
Mark, can we take this seriously? This is an apology. They're fighting for their careers.
Désolé.
They're fighting for their lives
Lo
here.
siento.
That's crazy. You got to fight for your life and your career if you upset black women, bro. Nobody ever explained that to me when I was young. If you upset black women, you might have to fight for your life and your career.
James, Fuhad, you have some splaining to do. I asked y'all where was he? I said, where's he? The one y'all was for. Where's he? And baby, he done finally came out and spoke about all of the controversy and everything y'all going through. And you know what he did? He laughed. They talked about the whole controversy for about 20 minutes total, and they really spent like the first 5 minutes making super racist jokes between Andrew and Akash, who's Indian, and they was like going back and forth with stereotypes and prejudices, trying to prove that this is what we do. We can take the jokes. And then they spent about the next 10 minutes analyzing y'all apology and laughing at you. They laughed at you.
Look at how sad he is over on the left.
Real thing. Like it is, yeah. Fight the fight is a real thing, and
He is.
so
Do you see how we should go back? We should go back because he's going through it right now. Look how he practiced this. I'm gonna pick my skin on my finger.
guys.
No. I need you to watch it. Look, he bite his bottom lip.
He laughed at you. Him and his little friends sat around and they laughed at your apology.
Ah.
They mocked y'all apology. They laughed at your response. And you know why they laughed at your response? Because Andrew done told on y'all. He done spilt a little of the tea and how inauthentic your apology actually was. Why? Because guess what?
You know what's mad funny about this? Is that they had shit that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out?
Your racist slander.
Got him. Got him. Oh, damn. So you actually had an opportunity to go back and defend black women, and you didn't.
Your apology actually was. Why? Because guess what?
You know what's mad funny about this? Is that they had shit that they asked to take out the episode. You know what they didn't ask to take out?
Your racist slander. Why is your nose twitching?
They had shit. Their producer, whatever, was like, "Hey, we really think that's inappropriate. We'd like to take that out. That's very uncomfortable." Their fight and flight instinct really kicked in after the power down. But with that joke about the black women, nothing really seemed. The fight or flight wasn't really there.
Your delivery was too good. I think
maybe they were seduced by the delivery.
Yeah,
I like them. I feel bad they're going through this, but you don't got to protect anybody. That's what I would say.
So you mean to tell me y'all had the opportunity to delete the part that made you so uncomfortable, the part that made you fight or flight? You had the opportunity to ask for that to be edited out, and you didn't. Why? Because this was a genuine laugh. Y'all really got a good little kiki. Y'all didn't see no problems with that moment in the moment. Just stand on business. Be honest. Stand on business. Say that, hey, y'all, we thought it was funny. We didn't think y'all would be offended. We're sorry you offended. Y'all could have just said that. We knew that's how you really felt.
Guess who else is roasting these niggas, man? Guess who else is roasting? I had to do it. I got to do it, bro. Shout out to Mr. Fantastic, man. I got to do it too.
Now, Ryan Clark, brother, you
felt necessary to speak on the behalf of black men as a whole. And clearly you're out of touch with what black men are feeling, experiencing, expressing, right?
Oh, he talking about that first musclehead nigga I played in the beginning, the black dude who said, you know, it's our job to defend black women.
When it comes to this whole situation. All because, again, a comedian told a joke, okay, to some foreigners, right? Black women do this thing where they bully everyone into where black women are the only people that can tell all the jokes but can't be joked on. They can cuss people out, but nobody can cuss them out. You know, everybody's a racist, everybody's a colorist, anything or whatever, so on and so forth. It's a lot. I'm not going to do all of that, right? But either way, brother, there's a lot of stuff going on out here, man, especially in the social media, realm. And it's crazy now that you guys are involved in the digital media realm. You should definitely be more aware of, especially when, again, the biggest contingent, or at least one of the biggest contingents of you guys' podcast, 3 black brothers, right? 3 retired NFL players would be black men. Okay. So
all of the mainstream black content has to cater to the black female audience, even if black women are not the audience. Let that shit sink in. Crystal Chappelle, maybe, sorry. Harumph. Crystal in the chat asks, why is nobody holding this host accountable? Crystal, would you like to discuss your grievances with this issue? I will give you the floor one-on-one. I wouldn't let anybody jump up and bully you. Would you like to talk about this, Crystal? I'm curious, like, what accountability should there be held against the host? Like, I don't understand how you even make these things happen. Are you talking about me as a host, Crystal? Am I the host that should be held accountable? Oh. Crystal, say something. Talk to me, baby.
for you guys, or not you guys, I'll say you, because you were the main one talking, and then you had Channing and Fred Taylor, just agreeing or whatever, right? Not saying much, okay? But brother, you're off base, you're out of touch, okay? Very much so. Every day there's a campaign of black women disparaging black men. So much so, if you go on YouTube, there was this one content creator that had been advocating for the abortion of black male babies exclusively, okay, for years. Right?
Yeah, she's kind of gone now. I wonder what she's doing with herself now. Is she gonna do like the Tommy Sotomayor thing, lay low for a while, come back on like Twitter? She probably on Rumble.
Years. And black men were in the process complaining, and it didn't get taken down until some white lady got involved and told YouTube, and they finally got her up out of there. Okay. YouTube was monetizing a platform that was advocating for the abortion of black male babies exclusively. Black men are not perfect. We're not. But the level of vitriol and hatred that black men receive from black women, brother, is
Bro, cursing a motherfucker to Haiti is a level of hatred I haven't really witnessed yet. And I tip my hat to you, bro. I salute you in your hateful endeavors, sir. The ghetto conservative says, I hope she in Haiti. Bro. That's some righteous, passionate hate right there, bro.
It's unbelievable, okay? And for you to come out here and jump on the cape, which draws outside your pants, brother, as if you're speaking for us, you don't speak for us, bro. And you need to come talk to us, all right? Before you put a message out here on the behalf of so on and so forth, all right? There's a lot of stuff going on out here. And I understand, man, hey, you're retired. you know what I'm saying, NFL player or whatever. So a lot of this stuff that the regular brothers are going through, you probably don't experience, you don't have to deal with or whatnot, what have you, whatever. But before you, as a black man, okay, that has absolutely no idea what's going on out here with black men, the regular everyday brothers, bro, I suggest you know what I'm saying, talk with some of us, man, and see how and why these things that are going on and why brothers aren't just jumping out here, you know, protecting black women, as they say. You know what I'm saying?
Because when you protect black women, you get roasted by everybody else, bro. That's why we've already seen it. We just witnessed the test case. I mean, listen, I've been doing it low key for a while now, but it's just becoming a thing now. The niggas who protect black women, you know, the Gons, they get roasted. Every time they pop up, they get roasted. Punks jump up to get beat down.
These are not the women that we grew up with, bro. And y'all are giving too much credit and grandfathering these women in that purposely go out here and disparage and try to destroy the image of the black man, bro. So, hey, Ryan, highly doubt you're going to reply to this like you did for, you know, the stuff that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But it would be nice, brother, for you to have a discourse with us, you know, the ones who support your podcast and, you know, support the, you know, black brothers in you know, mostly. That would be nice, brother. But hey, it is what it is, man. That's all I got.
Oh yeah. And you know what? Before we close up, I got a couple more things. Let me show you. You know, apparently, the internet has determined that these niggas never like black women anyway.
In Atlanta, I've seen the least bodies so far.
Oh, thank God we ain't from here.
I'm a Texas girl. You ain't offending me, none.
You see, they ain't say Houston.
We've still got a couple days. Maybe we'll find out. But yeah. I've seen like 2 or 3.
Hey, but what is y'all's type though?
Bad is the type.
So what makes a girl bad?
It varies. It matters how you own it. It can be a skinny girl who wears the fuck out of being a skinny girl. And then you got a thick thing who just owns the shit out of being a thick thing. It's bad is bad is bad.
That's a PR answer.
A PR answer.
These niggas phony everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, they say some bullshit.
They're all beautiful. If you have,
I'm not saying everyone's beautiful. I just told you Atlanta's clap. I never said everyone's beautiful. I just said I'm not seeing anybody's here.
You know what's funny about Atlanta though? Atlanta has a lot of transplants. So a lot of the people that live here, like you rarely run into people when you're out and stuff that are from Atlanta. Like the real Atlanta people, they be in the trenches, like off of Cascade.
We about to get jumped next time we go
Off
out.
of Cleveland Ave, that's what they be.
What? We live here, man.
I don't go to Cleveland Ave. I'm not getting jumped.
I wanted to take a quick look at Dr. Umar. This whole thing reminded me of Dr. Umar. And apparently Umar thinks Shannon Sharp got caught with a white girl.
Dr. Umar, my brother loves white women. How can I redeem him? Don't redeem him. Release him to the bunny brigade. Don't save the snow bunny lover. We got to stop trying to save the snow bunny lover. If your brother is addicted to the bunny, send him to the bunny brigade. Send his ass to the ice storm. Send him to the snowstorm. Don't try to save your brother. Give him to the snow bunny mafia. Let that Negro go free.
This sounds like a late night Dr. Umar Snow Bunny infomercial.
We're not going to talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp. I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We're not going to talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp. I heard he got caught on the live banging out a snow bunny. We're not going to talk about Uncle Shannon Sharp being snow bunnied on Instagram Live. We're not going to laugh at our brother. We are not going to laugh at our brother. I just hope that Shannon Sharp, that the snow bunny didn't tap his Instagram Live when he wasn't looking. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharp that the Snow Bunny didn't tap the Instagram live while he was popping that Viagra pill. I just hope for my Uncle Shannon Sharp that the Snow Bunny didn't set him up, because if he didn't hit that button, I don't know how in the hell that button got hit, and he says he's never been on Instagram live. Uncle Shannon Sharp, the greatest tight end in NFL history, he said he never been on Instagram live. So if Unc never been on Instagram live, how in the hell did Instagram live go on? It was either the white power structure or he was Snow Bunny. It was either the white power structure or he was Snow Bunny. It was.
American Man, you are right. American Man in the chat says they would rather Shay get caught with a black man. Facts. They would forgive you faster for being gay than for dating a white woman. All right. Black women, all right. Black men, it's 50-50. But black women, they will forgive homosexuality faster than interracial dating. I'm telling you, there's no other way. They can't do it any other way.
A white woman. Either the white power structure or Uncle Shannon Sharp was Snow Bunny. But I'm going to say this to Uncle Shannon and the rest of you ninjas out here. Stop popping them Viagras.
How does Dr. Umar feel about being the black boogeyman for interracial relationships?
It's good and it's bad.
Okay.
The good side is I hear from a lot of brothers who have gave up the bunny hopping. They send me messages, inbox, they stop me at the airport. So I do see the positive effect.
I want to hear a Dr. Umar testimonial. Like, oh my God, Dr. Umar, I've been dating snow bunnies most of my life, and it was okay, but because I listened to you, I finally started to date Keisha's, and it's just been amazing. I've just been having a blast, Dr. Umar, and I have to thank you. I have to give it all to you, Doc. Keisha has been amazing for me. I want to hear the Dr. Umar post Snow Bunny testimonial. Video or it's a lie, my nigga. Drop the link so you lying, nigga. Drop the link so you're a fucking lie.
Brother, I'm with a queen now. I see the difference. If I never listened to you, I would have never really evaluated my behavior. That's the good side.
Gotcha.
The not so good side is also get the hate mail from brothers who are committed to the bunny hopping.
Gotcha.
Right? And they can be very aggressive in their repudiation of my position. I was at the airport coming from Atlanta last week, and I don't know what they be expected, but when I see a brother with his snow bunny at the airport, it's almost as if they expect me to approach them or something. Like we going through security, the brother with the white.
Bro, does that even sound like it makes sense to you, by the way, Rico? Rico in the chat says, yeah, I don't believe any man has ever said, no more bunnies for me. Like, have you even met a black man who even sounds like that's a possibility? Like, first of all, if you're a black dude who dates white women, imagine giving them up just to only date black women. That's like, why would you cut off one of my arms? Like, why do you hate me, my nigga? What the fuck I ever do to you that you gotta make me do this? Like, imagine making that deal, bro. That shit don't even make no sense, bro. Because let's keep it a buck. Not every black man, how do you say this? Not every Negro knows how to hunt snow bunny. I'm just throwing that out there. Bro. Not every Negro learn. It's not a skill that's taught naturally in the community. And so, if you are a Negro who has acquired snow bunny hunting technique, and then now somebody say you got to give that shit up for Keisha, I'm going to lose all my skills and all my maneuvers for Keisha?
A motherfucker just supposed to take and accept whatever the fuck you say because I'm a black woman. Bitch, shut up. The fuck out of here.
White girl, they looking at me like
Like they wait for me to swing on them or something. I'm like, bro, it ain't that deep, man. Your life is your life. I still respect you as a human being. Word. I just don't think your selection is in the best interest of where black people need to be headed. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
But when I see them interracial couples, man, they look like they're getting ready for war or something.
Yeah, I mean, because the things you say, they don't know what you're gonna say, what's gonna come out your mouth, if you're gonna grunt, or if you're gonna say something. So they gotta prepare themselves.
Right, but see, the essence of the message is still love, though. So even if I disagree with what you're doing, we still family at some level, and she's still a human being regardless. So, you know, sometimes they'll come up to me as a couple.
Umar, like, these just jokes, White Becky. These just jokes, White Becky. I don't mean you no harm. You are a beautiful soul, and these just jokes, all right? The black woman is God, and these just jokes, White Becky, all right? I don't mean you no harm. Umar a funny nigga on the low, bro. He should have had a different career.
And I'll speak to them as a couple. And they may say, well, can you explain why you don't really agree with what we're doing? And I'll do it in a very respectful tone. And I've never had an issue when we had those conversations. Right. So from where my perspective is, I'm like, yeah, I'm strong in my position, but I'm still leading with love. Right. So nobody should ever feel some type of way about seeing me in public, although they do. I told you I was all the way in Zanzibar. I sent you the video, Dr. Umar. I was in Zanzibar, and a brother from Zanzibar was talking to me, and he was saying how much he liked a lot of the things Dr. Umar said, but he was like, I just don't understand his position on the snow bunny. It's a contradiction about how you cut the cake, because those children who are going to be black, how can you tell them be black and proud if you didn't make them with a black woman? You chose to incubate your seed in a non-African woman. How can you then turn around and raise those children to be black and proud when if you were black and proud, you would have chose a black woman to incubate your seed in?
Now, to be fair, I do think there's a level of logic. There's a level of logical consistency with that. Grow your people if you love your people, right? And this is why I don't like begrudge, you know, other ethnicities, their desire for, you know, a level of ethnic exclusivity, right? This is what we were talking about last night with the whole Sundown Town thing too. Like, it's one thing for people to like be just literally fucking with you, right? That's obvious lines get crossed. But if people just don't really want you around, they just want space for their people, it's actually very common. And I don't necessarily want to make it the worst evil ever just because some of that might exist somewhere. People want their people. It's a really natural thing. That being said, though, you know, I don't tend to pick on people who want to date interracially. Go do whatever the fuck you want to do.
It doesn't make sense for the descendant of the slave to be planting his seed in the descendant of the slave master. Now, it's a complete contradiction.
I'm going to play this clip from Keep It 100 real quick. You dropped this in the chat. I didn't even get to watch it, so we're going to play it together right now.
What's going on, people? This is Marcus Aurelius wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, what did we learn in 2022? We learned if you ever had an industry party and you got your face between a white bitch titties and two drunk black bitches ask you to leave with them, just say no. Now, make sure you share this video, niggas, because it's the gift that keeps on giving. What's going on, people? This is Marcus Aurelius.
That was an early Christmas gift for y'all right there. Christmas wisdom coming early for y'all. Early wisdom. And let me leave you guys with something a little funny interaction that just happened. You know, the world is full of these funny interactions. Want to leave you guys with something. Don't ever say this show doesn't help y'all, all right? This show doesn't inspire y'all to greatness and shit, all right? I keep niggas informed and shit. I give niggas something to aim for.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
My pants today.
What are you doing out here talking to yourself?
I don't know.
You over here parked next to my boyfriend.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, but why are you out here by yourself? What are you doing? Like,
my grandma's with the
but you parked next to my boyfriend. You want to explain why? Like, I need these answers. Like, what's going on?
Oh no.
Like, your hair fried and everything at the end. Like, what the hell? Do you want to fry? Do you want to fry? I mean, the fries go good with what you got going on. You want some? Do you want to fry? You want to fry? I think you should take some. Take some home with you.
No, thank you. I'm just
because I mean, we got some type of issue or something.
No.
Oh, okay. I need you to move out of this spot because it seemed like you pressed up on what he got going on.
Your boyfriend?
Yes. I think you should take some fries. You want some? You want some?
No, thank you.
I think you should take some.
Can
take
you
some home with you?
Hey, they're like falling ill. There's one in my
No,
lap.
I think you should take some. Take some. You want to fry?
No,
Do you want to fry? If it goes good with your hair's fried.
This was my coffee, by the way.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny heaven. Snow Bunny heaven.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done.